There we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Coping with Donald. And boy, did we have to cope with Donald today. I'm Phil. It's the 28th of February, 2025. Probably a day that will really resonate in American history because it's the day we joined the bad guys. And if you don't recognize that, you really are part of the problem. We all saw Donald Trump's Oval Office meeting with Zelensky. I am a supporter of Ukraine. I'm not going to be a supporter of Russia and Putin. There was a time about 10 years ago where I was thinking maybe we should give Putin a chance, but I think we realize now that that's not the right thing to do. But I want to talk about Vance and Trump. You're hearing a lot about them acting weak and childlike. But I want to mention a few other things because you can get that off of the entire, the dangers to us, etc. But I want to bring up some other points. I remember in Trump's first term, whenever I would complain about something online, people would get back to me and say, well, go to Russia. Well, I don't have to go to Russia because apparently Trump's going to bring Russia here. And MAGA, you people who voted for him, you're bringing Russia here. In fact, you should trade in those hats for MAIR, Make America into Russia. All this time we're worried about what we're going to call the Gulf. Is it the Gulf of Mexico? Is it the Gulf of America? Woo-hoo. Well, just cross our name out on the map and put in Russia. Or Russia Junior, or whatever makes you feel good. Because nothing's going to make me feel good. A few points on their arguments, and I mean Trump's arguments. Trump said that Zelensky is gambling with World War III. No, MAGA, you gambled with World War III. The people that voted with Trump gambled with World War III. So if it happens, it's you guys. And it certainly isn't Zelensky. Russia's ready to lose. They're pretty much out of money. The economy's a shambles. They're ready to actually lose this war. All right? J.D. Vance talked about how Zelensky went to Pennsylvania to campaign against Donald Trump. Yeah, well, guess what? Bibi Netanyahu's been here campaigning 3 times for Trump. I mean, if you're going to bring up one thing, you got to bring in the other. And Trump, of course, says this is not a business. Well, I'm sorry. I'm saying this is not a business. Trump didn't say that. Trump said the absolute opposite. Gee, what did I... Anyway, he said, oh, it's tough to do business with this guy. This isn't business. This is life or death. Life or death. This man has seen his people die in the street. The people that he's supposed to take care of. Remember Trump? Oh, I'll take care of you. How's that working out for you? Zelensky is a man who actually puts his country first, and Trump can't handle it. He's a fraud, and he knows it. But Zelensky does put his country first. And he feels heart and soul when he sees the dead pregnant women, the dead children. Trump would never feel that. And if you think he would, you're kidding yourself on this, okay? And then finally, the last point I want to make pretty clear here is with Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend. Ta-da! And he got in there somehow. He was in the room, and he asked Zelensky in a sort of way, why don't you ever wear a suit? Do you have a suit? Don't you realize that you're insulting everybody because you're not wearing a suit in this office? Zelensky, I thought, handled it well. He said, maybe after my country's not in war anymore, I'll wear a costume like yours. I would have told him to take a suit and shove it up his ass, but I mean, really, That was Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend. They must have a good relationship, right? They think the same stupid way. Look, MAGA, I don't think any of your minds will ever be changed. The only way that you will not be in power is we get enough independence, and people who usually don't pay attention to politics, well, they might pay attention to politics if we get into World War III. And then you'll blame it on Zelensky. What an idiot that guy is. But it isn't too late. If you really don't want to get into World War III, maybe you'll just give up on the eggs for a while and try to vote for a Democrat in 2 years, if we survive it. I'm not sure we will. I don't think we will. And I'll tell you, after I saw Vance today, oh my God, what a petty weakling. You have to be nice to us. You didn't say thank you. All I ever hear is Zelensky saying thank you. You never said thank you when you were in here. Yeah, well, you know what? You didn't give me shit. Biden gave him all those weapons. You've just been talking about not giving him weapons. So what's he going to thank you for? And then you yell at him and insult him when he walks in the room. How? I mean, that was like, you know what that was like? Mean Girls, starring Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. Quite an embarrassment. And at least I got it off my chest. That's why I make these videos. If you like what I said, hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. But if you're going to leave a comment saying, oh, no, Ukraine is this, Ukraine is that, well, what's Russia? God, man. Ukraine did the work of taking Russia out of the equation. And now you're going to put them back in and merge with them. We'll never be trusted again, certainly in my lifetime, which isn't going to be that long. But my child's lifetime, maybe even the generation after that. Because we can have an election where we just put in a total screwball, like now. And he doesn't just isolate from the rest of the world, he joins the axis of evil. All right, let's hope that 100 million people take to the streets to protest, and that the Republicans talk about a bunch of spineless people. I mean, Democrats are spineless too, but the Republicans, oh my God. All right, anyway, this has been Coping with Donald. And you know what? The best way to cope with Donald is to just say, screw you, Donald! It's probably the best thing to do. Have a good night, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow.